Hello everyone, this is Micro and MicroDiva here with our customizing tutorial.
Hello.
Hey. Now, microaggression figures are really nice because they don't take up a lot of space and you can put away a lot of them in a small box like I have here. And so they're just fun to work with and to customize. So I started making several customs and I got a lot of good comments and a lot of questions. So I decided to put this together to make it easier for everyone to see how to make them. So let's start with the first part. Part 1. So part 1 is choosing a base. It will be important to get all the proper parts to make your custom look right. So we have to just pick and choose which parts we're going to use. For our example here, we're going to make Sheamus, so the big thing is getting his face here. So we've got choices from Edge, Zack Ryder, and also Triple H. In the end we went with Zack Ryder because we thought that he looked more like Sheamus, and so we're going to use him. So now we go to the next part, which is taking the micro part. So for this, we're going to show you how we take it apart. We've gotten a lot of questions about that. Let's use John Cena because, well,
there's so many of them.
Yeah, you just get a lot of them in your collection, so that's a good reason there. And also, we actually need him to do Sheamus. We're going to use his upper body and arms. So first, we got to make sure that his joints aren't too tight and able to just easily put a little pressure here and just pop it right out, just like that.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, it's actually nice and easy if you just remember not to twist or bend it too much while you're pulling it out, or else it might break.
You can also assist this by putting them in hot water first.
Yeah, if they're too tight or too stiff, then you can put them in warm water and just make it easier to pop out there. This John Cena was actually really easy.
We didn't put this one in water, but typically if it's too hard to do, then you should put it in water.
Yeah, so here's the last part here, taking his head off. And there it goes, and you got them all completely apart for all your pieces that you need. So now here's an example of a stiffer figure that's just, if you twist too much, it just, well, there you go, he breaks, and well, he's ruined.
Oh no.
Yes, John Morrison is gone. So here's a look at all the micro parts for reference, and we're going to be using his body right now and put together a custom base for Sheamus. So here we got all the pieces I gathered, and we just pop them back in place and connect all the parts. If you're having trouble putting some of the parts together, like putting the waist back into the lower body, you can also boil him in hot water to make it easier to do that. And in the end here we have a base body almost ready, but as you can see, he's a bit too tan to be Sheamus, and he's also missing his head, so we need to fix some of this. The problem is Zack Ryder has long hair, so we gotta trim it down and give him shorter hair so that he looks more like Sheamus. And for all the painting and sculpting, we go to our expert MicroDiva for the next parts.
Hello. Well, first of all, this is my station and all of my paints which Micro bought for me. I keep them in color order. This is my basic set. This is the set I use if you want to get the same paints that I use. This is Sheamus after I gave him a haircut. I used a Dremel to do it, and a small piece will do the trick for you. And then, first of all, since Sheamus is light, I need to mix him a new skin tone. Skin tones can be tricky because if you don't do it right, you can definitely tell that it's painted. Here you can see me painting. Use fast strokes because it'll make the paint go on much smoother, and it'll leave a much nicer finished touch. Since it's so light, it's going to take a few coats to get it perfect. I would say probably no more than 3 coats of skin tone, and that's if you apply it very lightly. Here I am in super fast mode. Just slowly painting in all the details. Here's the first base. As you can see, it's very messy, but it'll get nicer as I go on. Also, don't worry about painting over certain things, because you'll get to paint back over them. This is him finished. This took 2 coats to get to this part. As you can see, it's much smoother and nicer now. And finally, we need to finish him off. You can use smaller brushes like these. This is putting in the fine details. like trunk details or armbands or hair or beards or anything like that. Once again, using fast strokes will get you a smoother result. And here he is finished. He looks pretty good if I say so myself. As you can see, he's nice and smooth and his details are pretty good. This is dull coat. This is what we spray on the micros in order to keep them from chipping. It's the best stuff out there, so go buy it. Here's a quick before and after. Pretty amazing, huh?
And this is how we pretty much do all our micros there. We just put together what we see and work on the paints and create new distinct characters. So just look around and see which figures remind you of other figures, and you can use that to just make any customs you want. So I hope this helped, guys.